There's a lot of kind of, I guess, anger and guilt, and embarrassment, and like a subconscious sense of like, I'm a piece of shit. It's like this weird thing way in the back of my head that I'm like, what are you talking about? Hello, world. In my front yard. Wondering how long it took you to realize, well, you don't have palm trees. I'm in South Carolina. What, bitch? The beautiful lady out here just chillaxing in the fucking heat. But I wanted to do a video yesterday. I think she's pooping, so I got a minute. Yeah, but wanting to do a video on something, and just now kind of clicked. So I'm gonna go with it. Getting punched in the face, being touched by a grown man when you're a little boy, any sort of trauma-based stuff. I'm kind of putting together, kind of digging in this, it's that weird shit that happened when I was 12, and comparing that to PTSD and finding the similarities and the patterns. And I found a lot of things, but the one I want to talk about is self-abuse. So, men can mostly relate to this. Women too, fighters. If you get in a fight, defending yourself, and get your ass kicked, generally we walk away feeling like a fucking bag of shit. Loser. I suck. Just feeling sorry for yourself because you just got your ass kicked. You were essentially beat up. You're a victim, in a way. Not if you pick a fight. That's all on you. But someone comes to whip your ass and you try to fight and get your ass kicked anyway, well, essentially you're kind of a victim. But we still walk away like, fucking loser. Damn it. I suck. Like, well, maybe you're not a good fighter. Maybe at that point in life you just weren't able to handle that situation. So what do? You get stronger. To train some boxing, some MMA, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, judo, Krav Maga, whatever. And you get stronger. And you get over it. And you look back at that time like, wow, I'm glad that happened because now I am a much more capable individual. So, sometimes, I'm going to talk on 12-year-old me, there's a lot of kind of, I guess, anger and guilt, and embarrassment, and like a subconscious sense of like, I'm a piece of shit. It's like this weird thing way in the back of my head that I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you there? It's been there for a long time, but I've overcame it. But here in the past, I don't know, year or so, I can, when I do my meditation and whatnot, I can kind of hear that voice, once I'm really clear, of like, you suck, you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, what is that? Because I don't believe that at all. But it's still this super subconscious thing way in the back of my head. And I'm thinking, these fucking mosquitoes are distracting. That's kind of like the process. Just like get your ass kicked, you're victimized, you feel like a loser. So maybe the same pattern happens when some bad shit happens to us when we're not ready for it. Right now if a grown man's like, hey, you want to get freaky? I'm like, no, I don't. Go away. If he tried to touch me, then I'd just put him on his ass. Wouldn't like punch him in the face. I'd put him in check, whatever. But as a boy, I didn't have that capacity. Even in the military, weird shit happens, your mind's not ready for it. You come back with some fucking baggage. So maybe I'm just saying this to identify or help others identify with like, oh, shit, that makes sense. That does pertain to me. That's why maybe I feel like a loser, low self-esteem. Get off me, fuckers. Maybe not. So if that's helpful, great. If not, no, I'm not as great. Jesus, Christmas. 1, 2. Get the fuck out of here. I miss the mountains already. I miss the Cold Creek. So yeah, I'm not super focused right now. I'm kind of on vacation and kind of tuned out. But maybe that'll help someone. If you feel like you grew up feeling like a loser, a piece of shit, something probably happened when you were younger. And you probably, if you're listening to this, I'm sure for some of you, that thought popped in your head. Like, oh shit. I don't want to acknowledge that it's my dad. I mean, no, it's not. No, my dad was great. For example. I don't want. Whatever you think the problem may be, the first thought, you're probably right. And it's okay. You don't have to do anything about it. Just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge that's a possibility. Start there. You can do nothing the rest of your life, and you still make progress. So don't put pressure on yourself. Acknowledge it. Admit, like, yeah, that could be the source of it. Okay, and then decide what you want to do after that. Deciding to do nothing is deciding something, and that's fine too. Get in the creek for me.